It's that YouTuber, the Lawrie. Hi, it's me. So, thank you. So I have Charles as support today, and whether this works is going to be a good question. So let me know what you're seeing and how good the playback is, because we're trying this out in the middle of a field in Wales, which is notorious for having really, really bad signal. So we're going to start with this is, how bad is it? Or is it that bad?
PowerPoint.
Is it a PowerPoint? Now, if it's this bad, we'll just call it quits, because this is about as good as we can go. So let me know up there now. So I'm going to ask the chat and say hello, and we'll see how bad it is. Because, oh yeah, jumpy on my end. Yeah, I know, right? It's a bit jumpy here. Let's see if I can change the settings and make this a tad better.
Oh, broadcasting 1080p or whatever it is.
Well, yes, I associate that, but it's oh, it's terribly slow, isn't it? Well, I mean, the internet here should be decent enough to do it,
We are in a field.
but good, sound good, picture in stop motion. I don't understand why it's in stop motion. It should be fine. And the settings of the stream are very, very limited. No sudden moves. I'll just stand totally still and do it like this. And that will probably be okay. So, we're just going to have to cope with this for a bit. It's not going to be a particularly long stream because it's been a very long day. But what I wanted to talk about was this place and the fact that the station behind me is going to open tomorrow, and I, amazingly, am one of the people who get to come along to this day, which is very, very exciting indeed. And so I'm going to be here tomorrow as part of one of the VIPs, exclusive guests for this. Now, what's particularly interesting is we tested this before it went live and went, oh yeah, the upload speed of the phone is more than capable to deal with this. It said, yeah, and it's clearly not, is it? Anyway, behind me there we can see the signal box for Corwen Station. So this is exciting. That's going to be actually used for signaling stuff. I know, right? And going, if I do this and we go turny, oh, into the sun, you can just see the station over there. Anyways, the reason I'm standing here is because it works. So, yes, so I'm going to be here for the official opening. Very excited for that, mostly because, for once, special guest. Now, what's this button do? I'm just going to hit buttons now and see what they do. What's that do? Oh, I've got filters. I hate this so much. Why is this a thing? Live chat, that's fine. I'd like to see all the chats. And what's that do? Ooh, what's this do? Sorry, I haven't pinned to live stream. I don't pin anything. What I want to do with this option, which I'm amazed that I can't do, is I want to change the stream quality. And it won't let me, so it's it. So this is, behind me is part of the Clan Gothland Railway. Or as to pronounce, I believe properly, the Llangollen. I'm pretty sure that's how it's done. So, yeah, here today, I've been hanging out at the railway today, having a look around, and very, very excited for tomorrow. And then this time next week, Thursday next week, should be the video from opening it tomorrow. So that's very, very exciting indeed. So basically what we're going to do is just a quick Q&A as normal with the live stream, and then give you guys a quick look around and hope that the net picks up a bit, because this is awful, like very awful, and I don't understand why. I have pressed many buttons, ooh, and it has not helped at all. So anyway, hello everybody, how are you all? If you use filters, okay, I can press filters. Let's try Noir, ooh, or Dawn, Bubbles. Why are these options? This is not anything I have ever wanted. I can only apologise for those. This shows some of the issues we have with YouTube. What do you want to be able to do with this? What do you want to? I want to change the quality of the stream. Can't do that for you. What we can do though is we can give you filters, and I find that incredible that it has literally no other options. I just tap everything and it's like, no, what else would you like to do? So yes, why did you get into YouTube? Because I was on another channel and they said you should do your own thing, so I did. 303. So there's been so many people who are interested in coming along helping with 303 that we have to do. The railway's going to have to put on a dedicated induction day. So stay tuned for dates on that, where you can come along and be inducted to the railway, see how the railway works, see 303, get involved in some of that, and hopefully get involved in some other bits as well. So hopefully they're going to start restoration on one of their steam engines, so there's going to be a bit of that to get involved into, maybe some track work, a bit of carriage and wagon, so you can come along and have a taster experience of volunteering at a railway. That's part of the plan for that. Once again, I apologise for this absolutely awful stream quality. When we tested this earlier, this worked fine, but you know, live streams. Anyway, it is a glorious evening in Wales. Charles is looking at me down there as the tech support with a look of absolute despair. Yes. So yes, basically keep going with the questions, and I will deal with what I can deal. And yeah. So yes, I appreciate you going to select me because I've had to use the filters. So hello James C, and camera's gone funny. Yeah, I know the camera's gone funny. So you have a ransoms crawler. It looked like a ransoms crawler. It didn't have the thing that said ransoms on the front, so that was my guess. I only really know like small crawlers like that to be ransoms. I don't really know anyone else made similar things. I guess they did. Any idea what that would work? We can hear you fine. Well, yeah, I just don't know why. I'm very good, thank you, David Hall. Actually, you like me, I'm trained to drive them. I like driving them too. Charles, it's why his PC is dying because there's so many. Ouch.
I said you're a PowerPoint presentation in real life.
Oh, it is yes, exactly. I'm travelling to the UK in September. Any good events, Carl? September, what's good on September? Normally it is the Seven Valleys all-night gala. I don't know if all-night running's returning, but that's normally good. The Y7 at the Midi is under overhaul, and that's what I'm going. That's about all I can tell you with it. Oh yeah, Roads Rail and see me in September. What else did that say? Why don't you keep messages on this stream? This app is absolutely terrible. Let's have a look. Has the Ruston got new parts? It's got a tarp. Does that count? It's got a roof. That's a good piece. Apart from that, not really. I've been looking at it and pulling bits off it.
There is less than when you started with it.
Yes, thank you, Charles. There is less than when I started with the Ruston. We've started pulling it apart to get an idea of what it needs, and you'll be seeing that soon. Yeah, when it comes on the channel. Come to the Isle of Man. I want to do the Isle of Man. I talked to a couple of railways there. Hopefully it's going to happen, but whether it happened this year, who knows? I don't know, but we'll find out, I guess. Can we have a live stream with live stream? Sure.
No, the table won't survive.
Yeah, the table will be fine, Charles. I've only set fire to it several times. My latest muck-up was at home. I managed to superglue the superglue container to a plate because the superglue spilt, and I put it down on the plate and forgot about it, and then picked it up and was like, oh no. I mean, time and effort to save engine scrap. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. I haven't streamed with the phone for a long time, and this is a lot worse than I remember. Like, genuinely terrible. The 303 will get a name, but that's up to the community, probably to survive. I'm really.
Yeah, I've been to that before.
I've just seen the request for Charles. Charles can appear probably. He's just monitoring the They're monitoring the stream right now. What was the last message? Are you testing driving a station before it's open? Well, I was going to go and have a look. See, Charles is. Wow. Yeah, that was Charles, who's hanging out with me, doing filmy things. Is Charles being held hostage? Well, basically, yes. I think it's basically how it is. All foreign. I saw. See, the Green Goddesses. There were so many of them for sale because they were just kept in reserve, and they would have a garage full of them. And the job for the engineers there would be to take one apart, service it, put it back at the end of the line, take the next one. They just kept doing this, so they're immaculately kept. Like, the condition of them's amazing. They've done no miles at all, and they are quite common. There's loads of them around. So yes, don't forget to grab your package from. I will not forget to grab my package from the reef them. Is Afford Valley? They're working on it. Is the simple answer for Afford Valley? They are doing good progress. I think they're redoing local sleepers at the moment. You had Charles. Hello, Daniel. Did you pick up the navigation crap? No comment at this time, Your Honour. Charles appeared for about 5 frames. I know. I have no idea. I have no idea what's wrong with this. Yes, I know, Dave. They don't do my rusting yet, and that's very upsetting. Um, your MX-5 is currently being held hostage, mate.
What?
Um, I don't know if I'm going to be around on Saturday yet. Is the simple answer. I'm here Friday. I might be around Saturday. It depends on the weather, depends what else is going on. And frankly, I need to get home and get this video that we're shooting at the moment turned around and got rid of. So, maybe. Depends on many things as it is. Hello, Blue Light Consultancy. Preserve steam. What museum or heritage line would you say underrated and deserves more love? The Doon Valley. Doon Valley is hugely underrated and in dire need of your help at the moment. Because they need to raise 250,000. I think they're about 10% of the way, and they've got a month to do that. So yeah, they are in dire need of assistance. And it's a really pretty line, and they have the only steamable standard gauge fireless locomotive in the country. So well good. Well, I can't believe I said well good. That's a terrible thing to say. But it's very good. Llangollen, also probably should mention them. Pretty underrated as well. You run through some stunning scenery, and you're right next door to the river, and it's beautiful. Yeah, the green goddesses were used, weren't they, during the farm? Apparently, during the strikes, a couple of them turned over because they weren't. Yeah, there were bad times with them. I think they're wooden cabs, aren't they? They're not the kind of things that you want to turn over in. That's bad times. Have you come across one of the old Grafton steam cranes? There's a steam crane at Whitwell, but it's probably not the proper one. How's it going with the 106? The 106 lives in the shed, and I last saw it when I was last in the shed and went, I'll fix you one day, and that's as far as I went. We're at Llangollen at Corwen at the brand new station. You can see it behind me. That thing there, and watch as a slow frames, that is a water tower, and that's important because that gives you water. So that's for showering on a really hot day. That over there, that's a signal box. And that's the box where the signals live when you need to take them out to set up your railway at the start of the day. I'll just, so yes, and that there is just there, yeah, there is part of the brand new platform. Now, the most interesting thing about all of this is the fact that this is all brand new and all been done with volunteer labour. I believe this is an interesting, well, first for the railway certainly, but they haven't had an outside contractor come in to do any of this. They've done it all themselves, which is pretty cool. So it's pretty cool, and some of them have done some work and stuff like that. So yeah, I know the stream rate is very slow. Hello, Trouble. Yes, thank you very much. It's Trouble. Water are good for hot days. Yes. So that's what you need for the hot days. It's your shower right there. Good shower there. Anyway, so lots of volunteer hours done that. They've done 10 minutes work maybe building that. I've got one of the guys who's helped build it just behind the camera. Who's his reaction was beautiful. So he says it's been 10 days. I think he showed for that.
14 years since Carol.
14 years. So what's kind of particularly relevant about all of this is this station here and having the site here was what the railway, what Llangollen wanted to do. That was the original dream, was to run from Llangollen over to here. And they've done it. And that's kind of cool. And tomorrow it becomes open with dignitaries, which is kind of cool. So you guys, you can come and ride it on Saturday and Sunday for the first time and be the first people to see the train running through here, which is pretty exciting. The water is good for the hot days. Yes, it is. How long will the stream last? I don't know, until I get bored. Or we just get too frustrated with the frame rate. I'm like the Flash. It's great, super speed, it's amazing.
You haven't got there yet.
It's like you're using the finest potato internet. To be fair, when we tested this, it was fine. We were like, oh yeah, the stream is fine. Oh, you had a yellow goddess. Now they're kind of cool. They look very pretty. Were you sneaking in there? Well, I thought we'd go for a little wander round. Well, not into it because we're not going to sneak in and jump over. We can go that way and have a look at what it is and see if the stream copes with it, which is unlikely to be honest because the stream is awful. So yes, that's the current plan. And I don't know, see if potato quality gets any better because wow, look at the. No idea why it's so bad.
You're in a field.
Yes, I know we're in a field, but there's a town there. The whole point was to come back to the town. Just
But look what the town's on.
what the town on the hill. But look there, at the top of the hill, there is the mobile mast. The mast is like almost the USB cable I have for power would plug into the mast for better signal.
You're so optimistic.
It's a tiny mast over there, but it's
Shift is finished.
So yeah. Did they make it all with 1:1 scale skits? Yeah, pretty much it. They went to Airfix, I think, or possibly Bachmann, and they got the 1:1 scale. Bachmann then delivered it, and then they built it. Pretty sure how that works. I wish to visit the Heritage Trail one day and visit the Narrowgauge the next day. Fair enough. What's the longest in terms of miles you've travelled to see a Heritage Railway? I went to some stuff in New Zealand. I mean, I think for just to go to see a railway for the pure reason was either going to China or to Botswana, which is many miles. That was a long way. I went to the event to catch up. I'm reading through the things. Ireland is still away. Ireland, yes. Ireland is going to happen in September. I have started with some dates with some people, and that's about as far as I've got. But yes, definitely going to happen. Very excited for Ireland. What's meant to the event? What event, Fish? I was not paying attention. It's going to walk backwards for Christmas across the ocean. Yeah, let's do that. I think you probably did, Louis. I think you did. If I knew how to turn down the quality of the stream, we've gone through this. I've pressed all the buttons. I'll show you again the options that I have. Option 1, pop, or glow, noir, or haunt, woo, sketch. These are the options that the YouTube app gives me. It doesn't actually give me what I want to be able to control the stream. No, it doesn't give me that at all. Or I have options for pick to live stream, or share, or save a highlight. There is no actual option for changing the quality of this, which I do not understand why that's a thing. It's just stupid. Oh yeah, it probably was Depot who did it. In fact, there is a Depot stand showing one of their new products in the station, so that's all good. Oh, that's horrendous. Sorry for making you subjected to all of that. Will they keep going to Bala? I don't think so. I think this very much is the terminus for now and forevermore. Because why would you go further? We've gone to a town. Have you tried using your eyes and looking over the title of the stream? No. That's how the fields. Just keep it on bubbles. I could do that. Botswana was good fun. Is Charles Head blocking the signal? Well, yes. He is. No, he's not in direct line at all. I'm currently blocked. Oh yeah, I bet you are, Louis, with one of your many reliance. There's a lot of water in between Corwen and back. Yeah, and also a lot of distance in that way direction. So yes, I know it's Corwen, but it's not helpful on American. So we're in Wales, as the simple, which is that bit on the west of England. That's not England. That's a terrible way to describe Wales. So we're in Wales. In kind of like the middle northy bit of Wales, not very far from the border in the kind of thing. We're like there-y bit. It's not proper North Wales, it's there. So if you got Snowdonia, we're not quite Snowdonia. That's basically where we are, and it's the only standard gauge line that is like of a branch line. The other standard gauge lines around here. No, it isn't. There's Gwilly in South Wales. Take that back. I think it's the only one that's kind of like the North Wales standard gauge. I think. Just Pontypool's down south. Gwilly's down south. La Haven's down south. Yeah. So this one, we're definitely not in South Wales. I can tell you that much. Can you get any closer to the station? Yes, we're going to go for a walk in a minute. It's going to be fun. Love the Clongriff and not been there for many years. It's very exciting. Hello Blackpool Junction, good stuff. Talk to you some. Yes, I know, Chris. I know you're on my to-do list of stuff to do there. Um, so we went. Hello there. Hello, Ricky Russ. We'll go with that. Hello, Joe Modelling. Only standing gauge roll. Yeah, that's not fair. Did you fix the pump-on tubes? No, I've not touched it yet. So that's the sound of the police. So it's probably time to run away.
That is going to look awful.
I bet it's going to look absolutely horrific.
Find out. 5 minutes.
I'll just watch you back on Chelsea's stream. Oh, they've turned the thing off.
There we go.
Yeah, the siren's worth me. So it's quite exciting. So yes, we ran away and it was good. I believe it's actually illegal to stream with this lower frame rate, and so that's what the police are for, because it's absolutely awful. James, you enjoyed the frame rate there, right? Austin number one's lovely. Had a ride on it before when it was at Somerset and Dorset. You guys probably saw the video. Some of you might have done. Really enjoyed the ride out of it here, but seeing it actually stretch its leg on a proper run, that's pretty good. Sorry, from 64 engine. It'd be too modern for me, I reckon. But production is lorry driver lorry, or is it lorry drive lorry? I suppose it depends if we're going downhill or not. The armed police called out. Thanks, James. Thanks for the support. Much appreciated. I mean, to be fair, it would be quite good when you just see like stop motion policemen running in from this side, and then next thing it's just, and it's gone, and that's the end of the street. Just can we get Lawrie arrested for on earth he's doing I'm a famous type? Ouch. Can we watch my kitchen? Can you imagine that? You can't arrest me, officer. I do not know who I am. I'm a YouTuber. Straight to the floor, or taser. So yes. He's
one frame of being abused.
It's just the one whack. So yeah, again, I hate the frame rate on this. Absolutely. Are they recognising very clear? Yes. You're arrested for owning lots of scrap. Luckily, so far, that is not a crime. Otherwise, I would be in a lot of trouble. For not trying to be in the shed. To be fair, yeah, I should get back to the shed and try and fix something, because it's been ages since I've actually... Actually, I said the other day doing dupes, but before we took dupes out, I haven't been up there in ages, because I am so busy. So, yeah. Station. So what we're going to do is kind of wander in that way direction and see if the internet improves as we get closer. So I have a drink here as well. Now, apologies already for the really rubbish internet. I cannot help this. As I move out of the cover of tree, there may be wind noise. Now, if there is terrible wind noise, what I want you guys to do is to let me know, and I'll run back to this area here. Do I know what loco is going to the grand reopening? Yeah, it should be Austin number one, and the austerity should be double heading. Hopefully. But, you know, there's team mentioned, so we never know what's going to happen. But that is the plan anyway. So we're going to wander this way in very, very slow. This is... Do you know, when I was in college doing my media, I made a stop motion film, and this is just like it. This is how it looks. It's just, yeah. you just appeared behind me and then just disappeared again. Like, the frame rate is so terrible. So behind me over here, this is the station. So it's big enough to take, I don't know, many coaches. How big can it take?
8 coaches.
8 coach train. 8 coach. Did you say platform 6?
No, 8 coaches in one, 6 in the other.
Oh, I see. 8 coaches. What side's which? 8 coaches this side?
8 coaches on the longer side, it's 8 coaches.
What's the long? Oh, I see. Because it stops there. Because you got that. So this side nearest us will take 8 coaches, and the other one will take 6. There were 5 out today, and they fit nicely into this station. Now, you can see there it says the name of the place. You know, you can't because my head's in the way. Never mind, let's move the camera there. There we go. So yes, it's quite good. Giles was in shots for. Yeah, he managed to be in shots for a little bit. So behind me, you can see the marquee. Now the marquee has been set up for the people for tomorrow. You know, the great and the good and the celebrities, and for some reason I'm part of that as well. So excited for that. And you can see the station building that's behind it as well. Yes, okay, fine. Move my head, fine. We'll do it like that. How about that? So marquee for people tomorrow, and yeah. And then that's the station building itself, which is kind of cool actually, because it's so cool to see something that wasn't here at all. It's now, oh, hello light, which is now being put back. So we'll wander around over here and have a gander at and the tourist information point. How exciting! And then yeah, so that is the station behind me. Now what's interesting about this is it's a bay station, so you go in through the ticket office that's behind my head and then under through there, and then that will take you up into it. So yeah, it's a booking thing there. You go in via there. Oh yeah, there. Well, go back to your pose. I was slowly padding round you. Booking office. So that's exactly what it is. Which engine will be the first official train? It's Austin number 1 and the austerity. That's the plan for that. Yeah, the island platform's cool, right? It's going to be.
Feels so weird.
What the fact you've seen
Walking
yourself
around like an idiot, pointing at everything.
I know it's horrendous, isn't it? If you go to, oh, I would love to do Sweden. That would be great. I will drop me an email about that. That would be super fun actually to go and. It's on the thing, isn't it? In the chat. Okay. Well, there's Charles will now add to the chat with the correct email, because I'm sure he's going to be able to do that. So give you 15 minutes to make that work. Yeah, I'm sure you can do that. It's really impressive actually. I hope they built a station building alongside. Well, yeah. I hope they built a station building alongside. The station building's on the platform. That's your booking office there. Station building up there with a waiting room. Now the thing with the waiting room is it's been painted with colours which are the right choice, I've been told to say. Basically, because the gentleman who chose them is standing here, so they are the correct choice, he tells me.
He is left.
He has. So yes, I know. I've been chatting to Heist about. We've got a plan for next year about doing all kinds of stuff, which is fun. Right, so let's go. We're going to go this way and enjoy the frame rate drop to nothing, because we're going to go look at the end of this, the end of the line, and then where the track bed used to go, because that's exciting, right? So that's fun. So how's the Ruston? The Ruston is rusty,
as far as we can
basically.
Go.
Modern Scania bar. That's not part of the heritage setup. This is a car park. You know, other vehicles can park in this kind of area. It's not just reserved entirely for heritage vehicles. And whee! Just because you have a car park at a heritage station doesn't mean it's just heritage vehicles. It's just important.
It is a heritage station.
Ooh. I don't know where we're going. We're going on an adventure. So, sorry, what's the question? What facilities is the new cafe hub? Well, they put on some really nice food for us. What is the new? There's no cafe or anything here, is there?
There are cafes in the town.
There's cafes in the town, but not on the platform. There's a vending machines that do cold drinks and stuff. There's a good cafe. At no threat at all, and from my own opinion, I've been told that the cafe in Llangollen is very good, and I very much enjoy eating there. In fact, if I could eat there at all times, I would eat there. So yes, basically, the main reason for coming here is it's a destination. It brings you to a track railway. So the main reason for coming here is it's a destination. This is a town with facilities, with cafes, with stuff going on. Whereas Carroll, there's not really much there. There's a very nice station and some nice shops on the station and nice walks, but it's not really a place. Whereas this This is a destination. This is a town. This is somewhere you go on a journey to and from. So that's exciting. Are you sure you're going the right way? No, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm on a walk. Is that an O in the background? Yes. See,
Hello to whoever recognised me.
basically I'm at that stage now. The paparazzi follow me around. True story. It's so as we wander around over here, it's buffering. Oh, good. I'm glad it's buffering. Oh, maybe it will now start working for you guys. Good for the town's economy. Oh yeah, definitely good for the town's economy. I mean, having a heritage railway, brilliant. So yeah, this is where we are. Now, this is the end of the railway. Thing about a museum is we're just getting started restoring the tracks for next year. Nice. Next year is good for me. We've got to get a tour of your garage collection at some point, yes. So this is the end of the line now. Now, we have to work on the Dodge. Yes, actually, we have a plan. It's the buffering may just be the string, which is terrible. So it makes it a rail that goes from somewhere to somewhere. It basically went to nowhere. Yeah, basically that's the difference. So yeah.
That's what everyone's joking about.
What
The buffers.
Oh, I see. Oh, I thought they were actually being about the stream. People are idiots. That's just awful. You're all bad people. So yeah, where are we going? Good to see a bus stop. Great. Yes, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Live Lawrie. Yeah. Buffers. I hate you all. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. The joke was terrible. So anyway, end of the line. Now, as you can see, it's slightly higher up in the air, and that's because in a that way direction. If we spin over here and you look through the sun, you'll be able to see behind me, especially if I block it there, the remains of the bridge that crossed the road. Now, the road you might think is quite high, and this was a low bridge. The road used to be a lot lower, but when the bridge went, they raised the road up to counter that. So, because this is all near a river and flooding and stuff is bad, so they put the road up to reduce the flood risk, which means that it's probably not going that way. Whoop. So, yes, railway used to go there, railway stops here. This is the end of the line. And this buffer stop will be the furthest any of the engines have travelled since preservation days. Well, since the railway stopped in 63? 64. I knew that off by heart. I was just checking to make sure the guys here knew. What do the neighbours suddenly think about being next door to a railway station? I don't know, to be honest. I would be thrilled. Now, to be fair, the Corwen East, as it's now being known as, which was the temporary station, was just a little bit further up there. So the railway has grown maybe a station length. How much further is it from Corwen East now? It's basically the station length, isn't it? Pardon? Quarter mile. Is that just the length of the station? So it's not that far away from where Corwen East was, which was...
Closer to the centre of the town.
Was it 2018?
It's 2018, I suppose.
Yeah, I remember coming for the opening of that as a visitor. So it's moved a bit further this way to the centre of the town, so you get off and you're in the town rather than get off and you're outside the town.
There's a great big car park next to it.
Oh, and there's a car park, which is good. Yes, you do. You definitely are. So yes, spiffing evening is quite good. Doesn't mean the railway won't go to ballot. Heritage railways have got a thing now where if they get too long, it becomes too much. This is just about perfect, going from somewhere to somewhere through beautiful scenery where you can get off, go for a wander around the town and enjoy it. Going much further kind of defies the points these days. Disappointed Lawrie and crew haven't launched the DIY. Well, I was trying to get Starlink to work, and yeah, didn't work for that yet. Enjoyed this outro. If I could make the network, I'd do it more, but this is painful so far. Is there plans to expand the line? Don't think so. How long is the railway from Langford to Corwen? 10 miles, right? 10 miles now? 10 miles? It's almost exactly, not quite, but pretty much 10 miles. Well, the railway was here first, and then the railway went away, and then the houses came, so, we'd break the launch pad if we sent a satellite. We're going to launch it on the BFR. Euro Truck Sims tunes. I waited 4 hours for it to install. That's painful. Llangollen's amazing bookshop for everything. Yes, apparently. Is that the one at... Get the train there from Corwen? Now, where's the bookshop? Is that which station's that at?
I think I ever leave the station.
I thought you would know where the bookstore is. Is there a national railway station in Corwen? No. How far is the nearest mainline station? Where?
Ruaben.
Ruaben. Where on earth is that?
About 7.
The answer is no, there is not a near mainline station.
7 miles to the west.
It's about 7 miles away. It is still, yes, Ruaben. Which is best, Swanage or Llangollen? I am at Llangollen, so it would be rude to say anything other than Llangollen.
We're near that Ryan Reynolds football club then.
We're by the Ryan.
Good job.
Yeah, let's try that again.
Ryan
We're
Reynolds.
by the Ryan Reynolds football. You know, Deadpool. We're by Deadpool's football club. There we go. That's.
Not that one,
It'd be fun if Ballard had been dual gauge into the main station. I think it would be terrifying, but you know, lovely evening. I say you should be doing the stream with a bag of chips. Look, there is a chippy, but I haven't got there yet. You know. 10 miles long, no connection with Ryan. Yes, no connection. Ruabon. There we go. Isn't as bad as Tesco Mobile in Wales. This is pretty. I mean, this is meant to be 4G, and it's not good. Will you be trained to Alpha Valley? Yes, we've got a plan to get back there. Evening from England. Foxfield Railway sponsor, sir. Best railway there. Yep, totally. Go to Foxfield. Foxfield's good. Totally biased. No reason for saying that at all, apart from they're a good railway with good locomotives, good run. Foxfield Railway. Highly recommend Foxfield Railway. Totally unbiased comments for that as well. Would you ever travel to Canada to review? Yes, I would. I want to go to Canada. My brother's in Canada, so I want to get out there. The large prairie will be excellent trains to Corwen. Yes, it will be lovely. Live stream from the Chippy. No. You are bad people. We are not live streaming from a Chippy. That's definitely not happening. The red thing got back. Yes, it did. It was fine. That can be a Patreon exclusive of LMM Reviews of Fish and Chips. If you do this, I know it's not a sponsored stream, but you still pay me money. I mean, it's not a sponsored stream, in which case, come to Llangollen instead. I mean, no, Foxfield, do Foxfield. Yeah, exactly. I see. No, I'm not going with that. Haven't we already done LMM Diamonds? Did we? I've got a video of us testing American snacks to put out, which I haven't edited yet for the Patreon. I did review my meal when I went to Skegness. I remember. I was there.
Were you?
Yeah, I was. So yeah, we can do it as a Patreon if we'll review the fish and chips. What have we paid you to review the chippy? Where's the nearest chippy, lads? I've got to go and review a chippy. Any idea what's happening with the austerity at Llangollen? It's running. That's basically. Howdy from Texas. Taggart has paid money to go review the fish and chips. Alright, where's fish and chip shop? We're going to find out the fish and chip. Why don't you have Google? Fish and chip shop. Google it. We're going to go and find out the fish and They're finding out if the fish and chip shop is open.
This is meant to be a stream promotion for
Howdy from Texas. Yes. Have your memories from Glenford and the 2800. Lovely people often cab ride. Oh, very nice. Are you glad that Keza is going full steam ahead to Rupswich? It will be interesting. Patreon clips. Yep, good. Why not come to Llangollen and also go to Foxfield? Come to Llangollen and also go to Foxfield on the same day. Chippy. Time for LMM noms. LMM noms. That's a great thing. S&G Cafe and Books, Castle Street, Llangollen. Oh, the Chippy's closed. Chippy's closed.
I have an alternative, but it's not very nice.
We have an alternative then.
Nice catch.
Thank you. I did a good job at that. Let's try the throw again. You didn't even throw it into the camera, man. That was awful.
Don't throw with your fingertips. That's what I've learned today.
Ha
Hey.
I've got.
15 tries the chair.
I have one of these instead. Is that acceptable? S&G Cafe and Books Castle. Is there a fish and chip shop at Corwen? It is, but apparently it's closed. Do you know what time trains are tomorrow at Corwen? I have no idea. I just know what time I'm meant to be there. It's only for, especially in the guessy thing, the public trains start on Saturday and Sunday, so I have no idea what time I'm doing stuff. Have you thought about replacing the tent with a shed? Yes, but that costs money. I feel like there was a food review from pre-LMM days too. I think me and JM did burgers once. LMM is, there is something Thomas will check out. That sounds great. I'd like to do that. And a pub from the puppy. Okay. Good evening, Chris. Corwen does look nice. I like the Edwardian GW style of the gun. Yes, it looks lovely. The whole station looks lovely. Lawrie's munching marbles. Should go to Romney Hythen Church. I should. Ellen Munch.
Somebody's asked if that's a form.
No. Hello from Buffalo. I'm disappointed you haven't gone to Kensington Sussex Railway. They didn't ask me, Joe. I am not. I don't know, Chris, and I don't want to find out. Yes, I've seen the P2 has moved. It's great. You have a not so square square. I do. It's slightly not square. There was a great chippy in Betty's Coed 15 years ago, but I'm sure it's still there. The flavour of this square is disappointing.
It's round. But it's okay. It goes in the square.
I'll cook you food and you review of it. I can find the most random stuff. This sounds dangerous. What an interesting list of tank engines to review, right? How about reviewing Chinese with us next week? Sounds hilarious. Let's do that. Are you too early for scheduled service? Yes, because they start this weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, lots of things out. I think Steam's out, Diesel's out, DMU's out. It's an intensive timetable. All sorts of stuff is going on. So it should be a good day. The chippy in Bettico near the big car park and the outdoory shop. The square is not square and it doesn't go in the square hole. Or we should drive a C11 on the something railway. I have no idea how to pronounce that. You should review Burger King's bacon and cheese fries. No, you know full well that was not a successful day. Which station do you like most? Oh, Berwyn, just because it's so pretty. That's the one. They don't review Chinese, review chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are easy to review. Chickeny. Main goal of food on the railways is to eat corn on the cob. I see what you've done there. Corn on the cob, on the cob. Very clever. This is not like chips. Be tractor run passengers, which would be very. Next year will be good. I'm quite happy to do next year. That'll be Sweden next year. We'll do that. We'll book it in the diary.
Are we just going to go to somewhere like we're just going to have to get the camera?
He's reviewing the square. The squircle.
The square is chocolatey.
This is great content.
It's amazing content.
Isn't the square a double fairly on the face?
It's not coming back.
Anyway, keep up the good work. Did you enjoy your evening? I am. Now I know you're that guy who gets loco for locos. Yeah, that's me. We know the food is cooked when on cold stove. I mean, it is good when it's cooked on the shovel. Been searching. There's a chippy until 8. Parry's Place. I need to find Parry's Place then. Which way is it?
Oh, that way.
Do you think you'll ever drive a HST? Maybe. It's actually something we're working on at the moment. It should be good fun. From Nashville. Nice one. Lakeside, we love you. Orange chocolate squares. I'm off to eat the chow mein I've made. That's fun. Right, I've had enough being here. Let's go back to where we were. Maybe we'll find the chippy, which might be this way. I don't know. Wow.
It's quite a good shot we can get. View of the station around there.
Why am I know your bin? I'm providing you with food and this is how you repay me. How sinister that must sound.
I can't do anything else. I've got a mouthful of chocolate.
It's alright, there's just an entire ticket club watching.
It's not the entire world. So, I've been shown this view of this tree. What a lovely specimen.
It's a very nice tree though.
It's great, isn't it? I think sometimes we don't appreciate trees enough.
Anyway, onto the wood burning logos.
The fossilised wood burning locos. I'm read the chat.
Dinosaur in solid form, wasn't it earlier?
The liquid dinosaur in solid form, that's cool. Now you can't see me at all because of the tree. By the way, this is possibly the most cringy thing I think I've done in YouTube so far, walking around with the camera on the tripod doing the live stream. So this gives you a wonderful view of a lorry, which is exactly what we want. Not the station at all. We're going to look at a lorry. And
Looked at a lorry.
yeah, Lawrie looks at lorry, brand new series. Actually, in all seriousness, this isn't a bad view at all. Now, the thing I need to do is stand about here and do that. Now I'm going to stand right in the middle of the road because that's the correct way to be. So if I go here, and we turn like that, we can see, cover them up, the station. And now I can carry on with the things we're going on. How's the fire engine? Each fine. I'd like to see a pacer tomorrow. No, you wouldn't. The fairly square is better. Yes, it is. Hello, Logan. Fire engine's fine. Which Ruston? One's okay, the other is rusty. Checked out the website. Tell you of the reopening. Oh, yeah. So worth coming along for this weekend for the big reopening. Should be good. Speaking of, need to go. Oh, nice butter garlic chicken. Interesting how different food and snacks are. I know, right? After tomorrow, you should head to Blahaven. I could do. It is a lovely treat. Why is the stream like 30 frames a second? I have no idea. I can't change the settings. Who knew outdoor streams could give birth to a new series? I know, right? Lawrie likes to wish the wishing tree. I mean, 30 frames would be quite good, wouldn't it? Stream trips of 30. Do you still have the old Volvo? Yeah, of course I've still got the Volvo. Have you got a Garda? I personally don't have the Garda at Foxfield. Foden would be better. I do like a Foden. The internet is struggling. What's the layout of the new platform? It's an island, so it's there in the centre, and then the rails go around either side. And so to get in, you have to go in and underneath. It's pretty cool. Are you going to do a speech? No, I'm not. Are you going to drive a loco tomorrow? No, I'm not. That is a fence, apparently. So we're being shown the fence. Now, the fence is important because it keeps people away from the railway, and that's an important part of this. Fences are good, people. Stay the right side of the fence. I'm pretty sure that was a message that I was being told to do. Is keep the side of the fence. So, in its seriousness, though, that look impressive. You can put there a brand new station. In fact, the newest station in the British Isles at the moment. That's going to be cool. Nobody else is going to be on it. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow to be one of those hallowed people to travel onto the newest station in, yeah, over here. So, you know what, actually, in the half-light at the end of the day, ignoring the potato quality, because it is potato quality, and I can only apologise for the stream, the fact that you guys are watching it, I'm amazed. You're still watching. It's an Ireland. Yes, it's an island. Walk on the tracks, they break your back. That's a bad message to have. It does look very shiny. They've done a lovely job on it. Charles, are you buffering yourself, Charles, or?
I'm buffering my brain cells.
Oh, okay, that's all two of them. Why do people hate pacers? Because they're terrible, I think is the nicest way to say about it. The big thing about pacers, they had to design life for 10 years, and they survived on the network for over 40. So they were clearly an excellent design because they survived so long. But when you actually had to deal with them day in, day out, they ride poorly, they're not particularly comfortable, they're quite loud, and they rattle. So as a locomotive, I don't think we should ever ignore the pacer, or as a DMU, because it went above and beyond everything that we ever expected it to do. They just weren't very good, and that's why people hate them, because if you had to ride them day in, day out, they were awful. Hello there, official Roblox West Somerset Railway. Yes, same goes for the E2 yet, possibly. Here, the Class 139 just recently retired. Yes, I did see that. I saw people who went on the last trip on it. Vauxhall should have a terrier to haul the coaches. They did talk about it. It didn't happen. Talaclin and Dolgock's Oval. Dolgock is currently back. Is Charles, is Dolgock back?
Yep.
Yeah, Dolgock's back. So Talaclin is the next thing. But Dolgock's back. When I was last there, they were testing it. Need to get over to the Llangollen Railway this year. Yes, you do. It's really good because it comes here now, and it's fun when the Pacers used to do the Stockport something bridge, someplace. I mean, to a degree, they were. When I have been out on Pacers on the main line, I've really enjoyed it because we didn't have Pacers. They weren't something we had locally, therefore, great fun. But I imagine every day it would have been awful. So we're going to do this for 10 more minutes and then wrap it up. So any of your questions, 10 minutes now. They should just have 101s instead of Pacers. Yeah, well, the 101s are definitely much better. Talclan will look a beast in Great Eastern Blue. Yes, it will. Can Betton Grange run on the Llangollen after this reopening? I have no idea. I would imagine anything could run, you know, locomotives, they're all fine. I hear the Pacer is the library, possibly. I remember reading about early works of Corwen Station building. Fizzy drink. So, and chats, there we go. Yeah, so anyway, it's come on, Corwen. Now you can see it's still very early days because the bank over here, he's been seeded with some things like a tree, but it's not quite there yet. I just joined. How's the rest and restoration going? It's started. I started working out just the cost of everything it needs, and get Lawrie to share. I'll go. Yes. There is. Am I doing that today? I don't. If I can. Can you share the link?
I don't know where it is.
I don't know where the link.
Now I have to go find it.
Yeah, maybe. Foxfield. Blah 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 blah. Should bring Hastings would look nice at Foxfield. I visited Gwilly last week. Gwilly's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. No, we haven't eaten dinner because Chippy. Got to find the Chippy. I have driven a Scarab. A friend of mine's got one. It's awesome, and they're quite loud, but they're super. What's with the bad lagging? The Wales internet, I think. Yes, I'm going back to see the P2 when it's a bit better. Well, not better, but more complete. Yeah, the better was the wrong word.
That will get them on.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when the P2 is substantially more complete, we're going to go back and have another look at it, but we're not doing it quite yet. I really like the station of Corwen. Yes, me too. It was lovely, and the Scarab was hilariously good fun. Will you save the portable fire pump from the scrapyard too? Maybe. I don't know. Depends how much it was. Will you ever rescue a steam engine? Maybe. I mean, I'd like to, but you know, what we're kind of racking up for the budget for the Ruston versus the versus a steam engine. Steam engine costs silly money. And as a kid, I spent many a weekend at the Llangollen Railway. It's great to see the extension properly open as the station built. Fond memories, yeah. So the achievement of the dream and all that. Have you ever visited Northern Ireland? Yes, I have. I've done a couple of railways out there, and going out in September to do most of them. Going to Ravenglass. That's very good. Yes, with their new coach. Same as self-promotion. My business started at Llangollen on the footplate of the taffy tank. Nice. Found a thing. Bristol something. Found a thing. How many times do you want to post the link?
I've only done it once on my
I've got 3 popping up here. Apparently, if I share this link, I get to drive the locomotive.
No, that wasn't the agreement.
No, that's the agreement, is what it said.
Agreement.
So,
Evidence, only one.
yeah, there we go. But look, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, share the link, promote that, go fund me,
Andrew Barkley.
and if you fund it, then I can go drive it. Apparently, they're going to give it to me. That's what he said. This if you pay for an overhaul, they'll give it to me. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, that's not the right way to go.
Me and my friends are planning to build a new steam engine that'll be a brand new class. That'd be very good. What's my favourite loco? A Ruston 48. I see 3 links. There are 3 links, Charles.
I am going to put a screenshot in the Discord. All of you can each.
Anyway, I apologise. This has been possibly the least professional live stream we've ever done. I think we've given up quite soon when we saw the frame rate. What do you think of Mackwell Locomotives Company? Don't even know. What did Mackwell make? Anyone?
Mackwell or Mac?
Mackwell Locomotive Company. I have never heard of them.
I don't know. My brain went to mac and cheese.
Have you ever driven a Trojan van or utility car? No, I have not.
Evidence is in the Discord, sir.
Your diesel loco should hold the reopening train. I mean, there are 1 or 2 issues with this idea of the Ruston holding the reopening train. Mostly that it doesn't work currently, and the reopening train for the VIPs is tomorrow.
I am sure we can strip everything and fix it all and put it back together by tomorrow.
To get home, so we've got the 5-hour drive, the stripping, the rebuilding, and the bringing it here for 5 hours. It's unlikely that it will do the train tomorrow. At least you haven't set anything on fire or broken anything. I didn't say that. I mean, if you want to believe that, that's fine. The 3 rings of marriage, the engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering. A friend of mine just got married the other day. I'll message them that. Macro is making the environmentally friendly 21st century steel. Oh, yes, I have seen that. That's interesting. I hope you can drive the Rutton soon enough. So do I. Yes, I've seen I've seen the things that they were building. They're quite interesting. Should bring your diesel to the Spa Valley in August. I still think that that's not quite doable. Did you get a look around the engine sheds at Llangollen? Yes, a brief one. And I'm going to have a proper look around tomorrow because that will be fun. You have, gentlemen and ladies, 5 minutes for your questions and then we're giving up. Have I ever been to the Blenhaven Railway? No, but the Blenhaven I've also not been to. So there we go. What's your thoughts on coal problems facing the railway? There's ways around it. Some of the alternative fuels, the ovoids, I think are actually a really good idea because it's burning a waste product that's blighted our landscape for decades. So if we can use that and get rid of it, brilliant. And if we can refine the recipe so it's better, that'd be even better. Because I used some the other day and I thought I was burning at least twice the amount I would be if it was normal coal. Spa Valley has a diesel gala in the month, good. We hope that your day tomorrow is amazing, and congrats to the railway for opening their new station. Yeah. You must post these links from the you must post the. Try again. You must post for me these links 3 for the fundraiser you see. What do you think of the Talcum's yellow coal? It was terrible, wasn't it? The station reminds me of the stations on the Great Central Railway. Yes. What's your favourite pizza?
Cooked.
One that's cooked, yes. Hawaiian or meaty one? I think you should buy a mackerel loco and traction engine when they start mass producing them. I imagine they will be horrendously out of my budget. How about the Van Halen Railway instead of the Blenhaven or Blenhaven? I would be well up for the Van Halen Railway. That sounds great. Hi Lawrie, will you be going to the East Lancs Small Engines thing? No, unfortunately not. I'm busy on that weekend. Going to be visiting the Talcum Railway first time in August. Anything interesting I should check out along the line? Dolgok is just generally pretty and the viaduct's lovely. I mean, yeah, I agree. I like pineapple on pizza. What's your opinion on the big boy locomotive? Hilariously massive, just brilliant. There's a new railway in New South Wales. New Heritage Railway in South Walsh. South Walsh, right. Evening, mate. You're not far from Zipworld. You need to have a go. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. It looks amazing. You need to visit the Avon Valley soon. Nice. Are you going to see the new... I might see the T1 when it eventually goes. You got sound?
Yes.
It's your problem, not mine, apparently. That's at your end, not this end. Great, thanks for stream. Great to see the railway. Greetings from Alberta in Canada. Awesome. The Van Halen Railway is amazing. Is it actually a thing? I don't know if you're now taking the mick or not. Are you a cat or dog person? I'm a Ruston person. Don't forget to like. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do those things. Why did Charles hold up his phone? It said that pineapple belongs on pizza. There is a new Heritage Railways in South Wales. There, that's what we were going for. So, yeah, that's why he held up his phone for that. So basically, the long and short of this is, Railway's going to be doing a special day tomorrow. That's for me, not for you. And then you guys get to come along on Saturday and Sunday and see the railway on its intensive opening weekend and be amongst the first people to come up to this thing. There's going to be multiple steam engines out, diesel out, and all sorts.
Classic transport on 1st and 2nd of July.
And there's a classic transport thing on the 1st and 2nd of July. So that probably means, if I understand classic transport, old cars and things. And buses and things. And so yes, that's that. Greetings from Michigan, USA, the automotive capital of the world. Ooh. 40 minutes from Zipwell to Corwen, velocity 2. Escort! Ooh, I want that. That was cool. You hear the whine of the gearbox. Anyway, that's a good way to end the stream. That's good. What's your everyday job? I'm a YouTuber. That's what I do. How many steam engines will be in action over the weekend? 2, I believe.
One's a special one.
Pardon?
One's the special one.
One's a special one.
First engine.
Oh yes, because Ulster number 1 is the first engine owned by the group here, and so it's appropriate that it could be running up to here. Good evening. Charles is apparently going to sleep in the MX-5.
I will, and I'll have my Hawaiian pizza in it as well, with extra pineapple.
Hawaiian pizza is good. It's good.
It is.
What was the car in the background? That was a Ford Escort going past. Any chance we can stay at the station floor? Not in this, but stay tuned for next week's video. How far is Corwen to London? 5 hours?
A very long way if you're going by
if
network.
you're
because
going by
get lost.
If you're going by rail, quite a long way.
240 miles.
Is it actually 240 miles, or are you just guessing?
I'm just guessing off what Chester is.
Apparently, it's exactly 240 miles.
I didn't say exactly.
As stated by insert name here.
Absolutely, 208 miles. What? It was a Mark II, wasn't it? Escort that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a Mark II.
Western, but Euston's
I know this is
London.
kind of. I like how this show is like Top Gear, but on a very limited budget. Yeah, exactly. I wish I had a budget. Yeah, I know, right? I dream of a budget. Can you imagine what we could do if we had a budget?
You bought a rusted.
Would be
with that.
dangerous.
You've got a budget.
Oh,
But
yeah.
not for this with a rusted.
Yeah, the budget's gone entirely on the Ruston, hasn't it? Anyway, so because the stream quality is awful, like horrendous, I'm going to end it here. So thank you all for watching, and remember, this is open to the public this weekend for the first time in many years, since '64. So that's pretty special. So it's going to be a big weekend for the railway. Lots of things running up. I think it's the 31's meant to be out. I think it's the Austerity. I think it's Austin #1, which is the first engine they got, which is really cool. So, oh, and the Wickham rail car. So there's lots of stuff coming out. It's going to be cool. There's a link coming up to things like that. Charles will probably link in the chat to their website, and that will give you the information for this. Remember, like, subscribe, check out the Patreon so I can continue to eat, and remember, check out the fundraiser for Ruston 303 and help keep the money coming in for that, because it's getting expensive very quickly. It's getting very expensive, and we haven't actually done anything yet. We're just started costing it, going, oh no. So isn't the budget whatever Charles has in his pockets? He carries stuff around in his pockets?
Budget.
That's not on camera, but good try. There we go.
I don't know where the camera is.
Anyway, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'm going to go spend the donations that we've had on the stream on chips, which will become a Patreon video. So yes, so if you're not a Patreon already and you want to see me review chips, join the Patreon. And we'll catch you next time. Thank you everyone for watching. Sorry that the stream has been awful. We tried our best. I cannot believe how awful it was. We'll try again, and we'll do next stream. Will probably be a live stream with live Steam, because we haven't done that for ages. Anyway,
Fire.
yeah, because fire's not a bad thing. So too late for the chippy. They're closed. We'll find another chippy, or the pub. Pub does chips. We'll review the food in the chip. The chips if they didn't pub. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry for the stream was terrible. Hope you've enjoyed it. New station, very exciting. Newest one in the UK. Yada yada yada. Come here next weekend. No, this weekend or next weekend. Who knows? Come to Llangollen and come support Llangollen and see this place, and come to Corwen, because you can now take the train from Llangollen to Corwen, get off here and go to the Chippy, which is apparently very good. Get back on the train and then go back to Llangollen. Isn't that brilliant? Anyway, we'll do a proper stream next time, which might not be potato quality. Stupid YouTube appy thing. I hit the stop button and it didn't stop. Why won't you end? Yes, I am sure I want to end. You press the button, it won't do it for me. Why did it? Why did it?